Have you ever thought your bedtime routine might be quietly putting your health or even your life at risk? Hi, and welcome to Ageless Mind and Body, where we share smart science-backed habits to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent at every stage of life. If you're over 60, you already know that sleep isn't what it used to be. Your body changes, your sleep gets lighter, and those little routines that once seemed harmless, they could now be dangerous. In today's video, we're exposing 7 common sleep mistakes that too many seniors make, mistakes that can lead to falls, memory loss, heart trouble, and worse. One of them is something almost everyone does without thinking, and it's habit number 2 you absolutely don't want to miss. But here's the good news: small changes can make a big difference. We'll walk you through practical fixes to protect your body, your mind, and your peace of mind, starting tonight. So if you're ready to sleep smarter, feel better, and age with confidence, hit that subscribe button, and let's take the next step toward a stronger, safer, more energized you. Let's get started. 7 deadly sleep mistakes seniors should avoid. 1. Drinking too much water before bed. As we age, sleep becomes more fragile, and small bedtime habits can have big consequences for our health. One of the most overlooked but dangerous mistakes older adults make is drinking too much water before bed. Staying hydrated is essential. Of course, it supports joint health, keeps organs functioning, and helps regulate body temperature. However, consuming large amounts of fluids in the evening, especially within 2 hours of going to sleep, can lead to multiple trips to the bathroom during the night. For seniors, this isn't just an inconvenience, it's a serious safety hazard. Getting out of bed in the dark while groggy increases the risk of falling, which remains one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization in older adults. Beyond the physical risk of falls, these frequent awakenings disrupt deep sleep stages, which are vital for restoring brain and body function. Interrupted sleep over time can weaken the immune system, impair memory, and accelerate cognitive decline, increasing the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. Additionally, excessive fluid intake before bed puts unnecessary strain on the heart. For those with existing heart conditions, this added burden can lead to irregular rhythms or even trigger more severe cardiac events during the night. To sleep more soundly and reduce these risks, it's important to hydrate wisely. Focus on drinking plenty of water during the earlier part of the day, especially between morning and mid-afternoon, when your body is most active and able to process fluids efficiently. In the evening, begin cutting back on your intake and aim to avoid large drinks at least 2 hours before bedtime. If you feel thirsty, take just a few sips of water rather than a full glass. Also, be cautious with beverages like herbal teas, citrus juices, or anything containing caffeine, as these can act as diuretics and increase nighttime urination. If you do need to get up during the night, make sure your path is well lit and free of clutter to prevent tripping. Use night lights or motion sensor lamps and rise from bed slowly to avoid dizziness caused by sudden changes in blood pressure. These small environmental adjustments can help reduce the danger of falls and support a more restful night. In short, while hydration is critical to healthy aging, timing is everything. By being mindful of when and how much you drink in the hours leading up to bedtime, you can avoid this common but dangerous mistake. Improve the quality of your sleep, protect your heart and brain, and wake up feeling more refreshed, steady, and energized each day. 2. Eating late at night. Eating late at night might seem like a harmless habit, especially after a long day when you want a little comfort before heading to bed. But for older adults, this simple routine can quietly disrupt the body in serious ways. As we age, our metabolism slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and our bodies have a harder time managing blood sugar and cholesterol levels. Having a heavy or rich meal too close to bedtime forces the digestive system to stay active when it should be resting. Instead of repairing cells and restoring energy, your body spends the night trying to process food, which can lead to a cascade of health problems. One of the most immediate issues is acid reflux. When you lie down shortly after eating, gravity no longer keeps stomach acid where it belongs. This can cause that painful burning sensation in your chest and throat. For seniors, acid reflux isn't just uncomfortable, it can damage the lining of the esophagus and increase the risk of aspiration pneumonia, especially if food or acid is inhaled into the lungs during sleep. Over time, chronic reflux may even raise the risk of developing esophageal cancer. Another major concern is blood sugar control. Late-night snacks that are high in sugar or refined carbohydrates can spike glucose levels, which are already more difficult to regulate with age. This can lead to insulin resistance, increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, or worsen existing conditions. A 2020 study found that people who eat late at night tend to have higher blood sugar and insulin levels the following morning, an especially dangerous pattern for older adults. In addition to glucose spikes, blood pressure can also be affected. Normally, blood pressure drops during sleep to give the heart a rest, but if you've had a salty or fatty meal close to bedtime, your blood pressure may stay elevated throughout the night. This increases the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular issues. In some cases, late meals can even trigger irregular heart rhythms, which are particularly risky for those with pre-existing heart conditions. The quality of sleep itself also suffers. Digestion can make it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep, and the physical discomfort from indigestion or reflux can lead to frequent awakenings, fragmented rest, and daytime fatigue. Poor sleep is linked to a host of age-related issues, from memory loss to weakened immune function. To avoid these risks, the solution is simple but powerful: timing. Aim to finish your last full meal at least 3 hours before going to bed. This gives your body the time it needs to digest food properly before rest. Choose lighter meals that include lean protein vegetables and whole grains instead of rich fatty or sugary options. If you're truly hungry later in the evening, reach for a small, easy-to-digest snack such as a banana, a few unsalted nuts, or plain yogurt. These options support gentle digestion without disrupting sleep. Making these small adjustments can help you protect your heart, support your metabolism, and enjoy more restful, rejuvenating sleep as you age. 3. Sleeping in the wrong position. The position you sleep in might seem like a personal preference, but for older adults, it can make a dramatic difference in overall health and well-being. Sleeping in the wrong position, particularly lying flat on your back, can quietly increase your risk for several serious conditions. When you sleep on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft tissues backward, narrowing the airway. This can lead to snoring, or more dangerously, sleep apnea interruptions in breathing that reduce oxygen levels throughout the night. Even without a formal diagnosis, back sleeping can decrease airflow and strain the heart as it works harder to compensate for the lack of oxygen. Over time, this disrupted breathing can raise blood pressure, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and impair cognitive function. Another concern is acid reflux. When you lie on your back after eating, stomach acid can move more easily into the esophagus, especially for those with weakened digestive systems or hiatal hernias. This can cause a burning sensation, throat irritation, and, in some cases, silent reflux, where acid reaches the airways and causes inflammation without noticeable symptoms. Long-term, this can lead to chronic coughing pneumonia or even esophageal cancer. Sleeping on your back also interferes with an essential nightly function, the brain's natural detox process. During deep sleep, the brain flushes out waste products and harmful proteins. Research shows that back sleeping reduces this clearance by over 60%, potentially contributing to the buildup of amyloid plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease and dementia. In contrast, sleeping on your left side offers multiple health benefits. This position encourages optimal blood circulation, especially important for seniors who may already have compromised cardiovascular systems. It also helps reduce acid reflux because the angle between the stomach and esophagus makes it harder for acid to escape. Additionally, left side sleeping supports better lymphatic drainage and enhances the brain's ability to clear waste, offering a layer of protection against cognitive decline. The benefits don't stop there. Sleeping on your left side also improves digestion by allowing gravity to assist the movement of waste through the colon and small intestine, making it easier for your body to process food overnight. Adjusting your sleep position may feel awkward at first, especially if you've spent years with different habits, but it's possible to train your body to sleep on your left side with the right support. Using a firm pillow between your knees helps keep your hips and spine aligned, reducing joint pressure and discomfort. Placing another pillow behind your back can prevent you from rolling over during the night. You can also try using a contoured neck pillow to support your head and maintain proper alignment with your spine. If you struggle with reflux, slightly elevating the head of your bed can further reduce symptoms by preventing stomach acid from rising. By making the conscious decision to sleep on your left side, you're not just improving comfort, you're actively protecting your heart, lungs, digestion, and brain. It's a simple yet powerful change that supports safer, healthier aging one night at a time. 4. Sleeping in a hot room. Sleeping in a hot room may feel cozy at first, but for older adults, it can quietly undermine health and disrupt the quality of sleep in dangerous ways. As we age, the body's ability to regulate temperature becomes less efficient. This means that what once felt like mild warmth in your 30s or 40s can now make it harder for your body to cool down at night, leading to overheating, frequent wake-ups, and fatigue the next day. Deep sleep, the most restorative stage of the sleep cycle, depends on a natural drop in core body temperature. When the surrounding environment is too warm, this cooling process is interrupted and your body struggles to enter and stay in deep sleep. Without enough deep sleep, your immune system weakens memory and cognitive functions suffer, and your risk of chronic illness increases. In addition to sleep disruption, sleeping in a hot room increases the risk of dehydration. Seniors often have a reduced sense of thirst, so they may not realize they're sweating and losing fluids throughout the night. Dehydration doesn't just leave you feeling tired or dizzy in the morning, it can also thicken the blood, raising the risk of blood clots, stroke, and irregular heartbeat. This is especially concerning for older adults with pre-existing heart or vascular conditions. When the body is too warm at night, the heart also has to work harder to circulate blood and regulate internal temperature, adding unnecessary strain on the cardiovascular system. Over time, this extra effort can wear down the heart and increase the risk of serious complications. The effects of heat on brain health are equally concerning. Inadequate rest and chronic sleep disturbances have been linked to inflammation, impaired memory, and accelerated cognitive decline. Studies have shown that when older adults sleep in overly warm environments, they can lose up to 30% of their deep sleep, which is essential for mental clarity, emotional regulation, and cellular repair. Missing out on these vital sleep stages can gradually erode cognitive health and increase the likelihood of developing dementia-related conditions. Fortunately, creating a cooler sleep environment is both simple and highly effective. Experts recommend keeping the bedroom temperature between 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, 59 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal rest. Use breathable bedding such as lightweight cotton sheets and avoid heavy quilts or electric blankets that trap heat. If you tend to get cold, layering with lighter blankets gives you more control and flexibility. Improving airflow in the room by opening a window, using a fan, or running an air purifier can also make a noticeable difference in keeping the space fresh and comfortable. Taking the time to adjust your sleep environment can have a powerful impact on your health. By sleeping in a cool, well-ventilated room, you support your heart, protect your brain, and give your body the deep restorative sleep it needs to stay strong and resilient. This small change is one of the most important steps you can take toward healthier, more energized aging. 5. Getting out of bed. Getting out of bed too quickly might seem harmless, but for older adults, it can be a serious and sometimes dangerous mistake. The sudden shift from lying down to standing up can cause a sharp drop in blood pressure, a condition known as postural hypotension. This happens because the body's circulatory system needs time to adjust when changing positions. As we age, that adjustment process slows down, making it more likely that blood will momentarily pool in the lower part of the body instead of quickly circulating to the brain. This can lead to symptoms like dizziness, blurred vision, lightheadedness, or even fainting. When it happens in the middle of the night or early morning times when the body is still adjusting from rest, the risk of falls and serious injuries rises significantly. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury among seniors, and many of them occur during simple activities like getting out of bed or walking to the bathroom. These incidents can result in broken bones, head trauma, and long recovery periods that affect mobility and independence. Even more concerning studies show that seniors who experience a fall due to postural hypotension are at greater risk of future falls, creating a dangerous cycle that can undermine confidence and overall well-being. To reduce this risk, it's essential to adopt a gentler approach to waking up. Instead of rushing to your feet the moment you wake, take a few moments to sit up in bed and allow your body time to adjust. Flex your ankles and move your feet in small circles to stimulate circulation in your lower limbs. Take a few slow, deep breaths to increase oxygen flow and help your body regulate its blood pressure more effectively. These small actions help your system wake up, gradually reducing the chances of dizziness and helping you feel more stable before standing. Another critical part of staying safe is ensuring that your environment supports safe movement, especially in the dark. Keep a glass of water by your bedside if you tend to wake up dehydrated, as even mild dehydration can make dizziness worse. Install night lights or motion sensor lamps along your path to the bathroom or around key areas of your bedroom so you're never walking in the dark. Remove clutter or obstacles that could trip you up, such as loose rugs, cords, or items on the floor. If balance is a concern, consider adding grab bars near the bed or along your route to provide extra support. Incorporating these simple habits into your daily routine doesn't take much time, but it can make a tremendous difference in keeping you safe and steady. By moving slowly, breathing deeply, and creating a well-lit, clutter-free space, you protect yourself from avoidable accidents and support long-term independence. Waking up carefully is more than just a comfort. It's a powerful act of self-care that helps ensure each day starts with stability, safety, and confidence. 6. Ignoring snoring breathing, pauses, or chronic insomnia. Snoring breathing pauses during sleep or chronic insomnia are often brushed off as normal parts of aging, but ignoring these signs can have serious consequences for older adults. What seems like harmless noise or occasional sleeplessness may actually be symptoms of sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. This disorder often goes unnoticed because the person affected may not realize it's happening. It's usually a spouse caregiver or family member who notices the loud snoring, gasping for air, or long pauses in breathing. Left untreated, sleep apnea can have a profound impact on the body and mind. Each time breathing stops oxygen levels in the blood drop, forcing the heart to work harder and putting immense strain on the cardiovascular system. Over time, this increases the risk of high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, heart attacks, and strokes. The effects extend beyond the heart. When sleep is repeatedly interrupted throughout the night, the brain is deprived of the restorative deep sleep it needs to function properly. Studies have shown that older adults with untreated sleep apnea experience faster cognitive decline, including memory loss, reduced concentration, and an increased risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Chronic sleep deprivation caused by undiagnosed sleep apnea also weakens the immune system, increases inflammation in the body, and contributes to insulin resistance, making it harder to manage or prevent type 2 diabetes. The combination of physical and mental stress that builds up over time can severely affect quality of life. Even chronic insomnia, when not linked to sleep apnea, can be a red flag. Difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep night after night should not be dismissed as just a side effect of getting older. Persistent insomnia may be tied to underlying health issues, mental stress, depression, or poor sleep hygiene. If not addressed, it can erode mood, increase the risk of falls due to fatigue, and lead to long-term health complications. The good news is that sleep apnea and other sleep disorders are treatable. If you or someone close to you notices symptoms like loud snoring, gasping, frequent awakenings, or excessive daytime fatigue, it's important to seek a professional evaluation. Sleep studies, either at home or in a sleep clinic, can determine whether sleep apnea is present and how severe it is. Treatment options may include the use of a CPAP continuous positive airway pressure machine, which helps keep the airway open throughout the night. Many people who start using CPAP report better energy levels, improved mood, and more restful sleep within just a few nights. Lifestyle changes can also make a significant difference. Losing excess weight, avoiding alcohol before bed, sleeping on your side, and establishing a consistent bedtime routine can all support healthier sleep. Addressing sleep problems isn't just about feeling more rested, it's a vital step toward protecting your heart, preserving brain health, and maintaining a high quality of life as you age. Don't ignore the signs, or taking action now could safeguard your future. 7. Taking certain medications before bed. Taking certain medications before bed is a common practice, especially among older adults managing chronic conditions, pain, or sleep difficulties. However, what many don't realize is that some of these medications, particularly sedatives, pain relievers, and blood pressure drugs, can quietly pose serious health risks when taken at night. Sedative medications, including drugs like diazepam or alprazolam, are designed to calm the nervous system and make it easier to fall asleep. But they also slow down breathing and dull alertness, which can be dangerous during sleep. For seniors, especially those with existing heart or lung issues, this suppression of the respiratory system can increase the risk of nighttime breathing difficulties and even emergencies. The effects don't always end when the sun rises. These drugs often linger in the body, leading to grogginess, confusion, and slower reflexes the next morning. This significantly raises the risk of falls, especially when waking during the night or early morning hours when balance is already compromised. Certain over-the-counter pain medications, including some commonly used for arthritis or joint pain, can also carry risks when used regularly at bedtime. While they may seem effective in the short-term, prolonged use can put stress on the liver and kidneys, organs that naturally become less resilient with age. Additionally, some of these drugs increase the risk of gastrointestinal bleeding or interact negatively with other medications, especially blood thinners. If taken too frequently or without proper supervision, they can lead to serious complications that often go unnoticed until they become severe. Blood pressure medications are another category that requires careful consideration. While some individuals benefit from taking these drugs at night to align with the body's natural rhythms, others may experience sharp drops in blood pressure during sleep. This sudden decline in circulation can reduce blood flow to the brain, triggering symptoms like dizziness, confusion, or even fainting upon waking. In some cases, this can lead to dangerous falls or hospital visits. The effects are particularly concerning for those who already have low blood pressure or are on multiple medications that affect heart rate and circulation. The key to avoiding these risks is awareness and proactive communication with your healthcare provider. Never stop, or change a medication schedule without consulting your doctor or pharmacist. If you're experiencing drowsiness, mental fog, dry mouth, or unusual symptoms after taking your evening medications, speak up. There may be non-sedating or time-adjusted alternatives that are safer and more effective for your needs. In some cases, natural options like chamomile tea, gentle stretching, or guided breathing exercises can support better sleep without the risks associated with pharmaceuticals. Monitoring your blood pressure regularly, especially if you take antihypertensive medications at night, can also help identify any concerning patterns or side effects early on. By staying informed, being mindful of how your body responds, and making adjustments under professional guidance, you can minimize medication risks and sleep more safely. The goal isn't just to fall asleep, it's to wake up stronger, clearer, and well protected for the day ahead. As we've seen, small changes to your bedtime routine can make a big difference, especially as we age. From drinking water earlier in the day, choosing the right sleep position, and keeping your bedroom cool, to being mindful of late meals and how certain medications affect you at night, these adjustments may seem minor, but they have a powerful impact on your health. Better sleep means a stronger heart, sharper memory, fewer falls, and a more energized, independent life. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle, just start with one change tonight and build from there. Your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to Ageless Mind and Body for more science-backed tips to help you age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video, and if you have a sleep tip or question, share it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and support your journey toward better sleep and better health. Let's keep growing stronger together.